I'm playing all this time without video? I'm an idiot. I'm a freaking idiot. Hey Pete. Welcome and thank you. Ship. Had a few viewers earlier. Why didn't anyone say anything? Anyway. Oh boy. For those watching this on VOD, oops. And for those watching this on YouTube weeks or months later, you've lost about an hour and a half of footage. The video will start from here. What am I doing? How am I? Oh, it's go that way. Oh man. Whoa! Wow, a monster which actually camouflages itself like common objects. Quite interesting. But yeah, the problem is definitely my fault. I should have checked. I checked the voice, but I didn't check the video. I'm an idiot. Ugh. Can you hear voices, sounds, monsters? I mean, on the right side. Oh, hello there. Wow. That was fun. It's to the right, so it's that way. Don't see anything. I think I'm supposed to go there. Yeah. I don't know. These games and the maps, no map can be perfect, can they? They can make a perfect map. Oh. Ooh, found a new material. What's that? Okay. Not worth it right now. Hello. think it's the first time I come to this part of the game, to this map. Oh. Yay, next level. Alright. Two more orbs. Yeah, that sounds good. Critical hits and 4 more orbs of fire. Yeah, why not? Right, let me go up there. Nice. You got an anvil. Okay, what's the anvil? It's a type of... It's an actual anvil, kind of, like a hammer. Okay. Much better ability to interrupt. Good critical hit. Less damage. and far slower. No, I'll keep the fatality. The fatality seems to be quite good for now. Tell you what, let's craft a few potions. Let's get 2 more. Go left somehow and then up. Oh, this looks like an enemy. What did you get? Swordsman gauntlets. Yeah. No thanks. Yeah. I don't think it's that kind of anvil, unfortunately. Yeah, something like that. Am I crazy? Wasn't there another woman? That's weird. I thought there was another woman who was fighting them, and then we came to rescue her. Was that Sybil? But why was it... I don't know what's going on. Make the right choices. The choices that you make in the game will often have an impact on the following events, especially those regarding your unexpected roommate. What?
safest in this cavern, rest assured of that. The being that lives here wishes to take over this body.
Huh. You mean my body?
A pity that thou art not as combative with it. It is consuming thy mind e'en now, and yet thou dost offer no resistance. If thou dost allow it to continue, thou wilt be erased, replaced, and that is not in my best interests either.
Now that's ironic. Isn't that what you're doing to me?
An insulting comparison. This parasite is nothing. It is insignificant. I can easily protect us, if thou dost allow it. Thou shouldst give me more space, more liberty. Open thy mind instead of keeping me prisoner.
Yeah, we'll see. You're asking me to let you come in and mark out your territory. But at what price?
Now wilt gain access to a greater part of me, to my knowledge, to my power. All that thou risketh is to gain in knowledge and power, and that can do thee no harm. We shall only be stronger, both of us.
Well, let's see. Everything is rosy and without a care.
I imagine that thou wouldst undergo a slight physical transformation. Thy body was not conceived to contain a power such as mine. It will consume thee if thou refuseth to evolve.
There we go. Admit it. You feel better.
Whatever thou risketh in trusting me is insignificant in comparison with what awaits us if thou dost stay and do nothing. If thou dost refuse to evolve, we will both soon be lost, and this world will follow.
Yeah, I don't know, call me crazy, but I don't think I trust a demon inside my head.
Let's get out of this hole and try to think of something else. Edwin or the Red Scribes will surely find another solution.
Thou doth flee. We have no confidence in these people, we both know this. Just as we both know thou wilt never pierce the secret of this cave without me.
Maybe not without you, but definitely not like this. Whether the Scribes are worthy of trust or not is really not the question. Everybody feels like it's in their interest for us to succeed.
Each has a different view of what the meaning of success is.
I just want to get shit-faced and never have to hear your voice again.
It just spoke to you, isn't that right? How do you feel? Do you have a fever, nausea? Is your sight affected?
Calm down. My brain works just fine. He offered to protect me against the magic that haunts this cave, on the condition that I let him have more control of my mind.
You must not listen to it. At least not until you know more about what it could do to you. As far as this magic, the best thing to do is undoubtedly to speak to Leostes. And I will do some research myself as well. I am certain we can find another solution.
We cannot go there? Found the lair of the creature has apparently been corrupting the villagers. And a safe way to enter. Alright, let's find a safe way. It sounds better. The lair of torments, right? Yeah. Guess I go back down there. Well done, Sybil. Where's the other one? No idea. They go up there. Confused. Oh, can climb. All right. All right. Yeah, I can see why, I can understand why people don't watch this. Lots of quiet time. Yeah, lots of walking. But I said that I was gonna play it for, you know, I want to complete the trilogy, the original trilogy. I'm calling it a trilogy, no one else. And then see what happens. Yeah, some movements. Can I go there? I think I need to cut my hair. hard. Let's do this. Yeah, for some reason defending yourself actually, parrying or whatever it's called, helps you stay alive. Strange, I know. Nah, this is too unique for other games to even consider it. I'm quite satisfied that I actually finished all of the side missions, side quests. Well, at least at this point. That's good. Wait. Why am I here? Ah, that way.
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
There's a cave I can't enter. Something inside tries to devour my spirit. You wouldn't have anything I could use for protection, would you?
Funny you're asking. Turns out I started working on a potion to help you fight the presence of the demon in your mind. But its effects should also help you against an external intrusion.
I need it right away. The safety of the village depends on it.
I made 2 doses. Here, take them. If someone is with you, it can be used to protect them too.
Thank you.
Too high level, as in you cannot proceed? Or is it just more difficult? Okay, I just don't get the problem. I'm just not getting it. How does this negatively affect you? Does it just makes it more easy? Too easy? Okay. Alright, thank you. I don't know when I'll play it. I have it on PlayStation 3, I think. Someday I'm planning on bringing my PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 in this room. They are in the living room now. And play games. But never thought about streaming them. It's impossible to stream them. I don't have the hardware for that. Stream them through my computer, I mean. There must be a PS3 release. Are you sure there is no PS3 release? Unless I'm confusing the box with the second game. What the frick? Okay, perhaps I'm just confusing it with the second one. I wonder now if I have it on my PlayStation 4. Probably, because I think I have all the Dragon Age games. Pretty sure of that. Oh man, that's an annoying creature. Ah, so it was released for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, okay. No, I don't have it for... I don't have it for PC because after the first game, if I remember correctly, the games required the online connection, I think. And I refused to buy a game that required online connection for a single player game. And I still do. Thanks for checking it out. Yeah, I bought an Xbox One in the summer of 2015, and I played it for a total of perhaps 2 hours, and then never used it again. I still have it in the box in the living room. My biggest disappointment with it, other than the original limitations, which I think they were fixed later with firmware updates, was the lack of backwards compatibility with the Project Gotham Racing games, which are my favorite games on the Xbox. And it still remains the main reason why I never cared for another Xbox console. Yeah. I'm not going to buy anything that requires online connection for single player. Anything, ever. And if everything goes that way, then I guess I'll simply have to rely on playing all the thousands of games I already have. Yeah. Well, the Xbox 360 was great as long as it worked, because most of the models, apart from the latest one I think, were basically, it was only a matter of time before they broke down. They made a poor decision in making them the way they did. Oh no, but of course, yes, you're right. But Xbox 360 in particular, because of the design issues. the red ring of death. I know I lost 2 or 3 consoles like that. Well, it depends. The latest model the latest model had the problem fixed. But the previous 2 or 3 models didn't. Wait, am I supposed to go there? Yeah. Oh yeah, the last time I switched it on was, I think, in 2013.
This is the place. Now's the time to find out if this potion is gonna work.
Yuck! Ugh, I should have added some berries. The taste is truly disgusting.
Alright, looks like you're heading for a boss fight. Let's make sure we have all the potions we might need. Health potions. Yeah, let's make health potions. Let's make one more trap, even though I don't really use them. And crossbow bolts. Only 2. Alright. Let's do this. That's weird. No. I left them up. I think the last Xbox 360, which was Actually, also the one that fixed everything was around that time, 2011, 2012, I think, if I remember correctly. I played the Silver... I don't remember if I have Silver Revolutions on the Xbox, but I have it on my PlayStation Vita. I think I have it on the Nintendo 3DS, I think, I'm not sure about that. And I have it, I think I also have it on PlayStation 3. It's a good game, although I haven't played it that much. Alright. In general, the Xbox 360, other than the hardware issues, was indeed a good console. It had good games. Although I had another problem with the gamepad, the controller. I had what is called as stick drift, and I constantly had them with I think all of the controllers I ever had. Okay, this is nasty. Yeah, hated that. And I'm quite satisfied, at least with the Xbox One, that the controller of the Xbox One was good. It didn't have any issues, as far as I know. And I think the best thing about my purchase of the Xbox One is that I also purchased an Xbox One controller, an extra one, and I use it with my PC. And still, after all these years, it's fine. I have no problem with it. Although I admit that I think I found the original Xbox 360 controller more comfortable to hold. Yeah, it's too bad they haven't made the perfect one yet. Okay, because they're going to the right. It's so dark in here. Commando's armor. Does this mean naked? Let's see. Probably not. Extra resistant to magic. Built-in interruption resist 13. Oh. Interesting. But no, I don't think it's as good as the other one. So dark. Legionary's helmet. Extra defense, but we are losing 4% resistance to magic. Let's keep it this way. Tell you one thing I don't like. All the darkness. Okay, whatever next game will replace this one, it's gonna be something with more light. I'm getting tired of caves. Keep forgetting number 5. Would be nice to have all the icons down there, not just the first 4.
So you're the one who's been spied on the village. Now that I see you, I understand why you'd rather not show up in person. The voice in my head anymore, actually. You must have figured that out, right? So if you've got a message to deliver, you're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Stop talking! Please tell
So
me.
you're the one who's been spied on the village. Now that I see you, I understand why you'd rather not show up in person. must have figured that out. So if you've got a message to deliver, you're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Forget it. I came down here to do two things. Look for mushrooms and kick somebody's ass. But guess what? I ain't found any mushrooms.
Oh boy, this is gonna be annoying. I hate boss fights. Absolutely hate them. Especially when the protagonist or the enemy doesn't shut the frack up. Can you please skip this?
So you're the one who's been spying the village. Now that I see you, I understand why you'd rather not show up in person. Oh yeah, I don't hear your voice in my head anymore, actually. You must have figured that out. So if you...
Seriously, he's annoying me when he's constantly blah 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 like what I do now, but you know, I'm not annoying myself.
So you're the one who's been spying the village.
One hit, you lose half health. Good.
Now that I see you, I understand why you'd rather not show up in person. Oh yeah, I don't hear your voice in my head anymore, actually. You must have figured that out.
Okay, let's see what I can do about the voice. Music dialogue? I guess so. At least till we finish with this battle. Round of traps. Stand up, stand up. Stand up.
brothers and sisters will rise from the dead. The Dark Lords will raise me up again, and they will reward me.
Well, your Ice Lords have never messed with a Powder Master, now have they?
Alright. Not bad actually. Quite pleased with myself. Good thing I switched off the audio, because that I did find extremely annoying. Return to Valveron, okay. Have two, okay, we'll see about that. There's the Guardian Flames. Attack the attacker and disappear. Times for additional orbs of fire +5. Okay, do that. Need rank expert. Okay, I'll get probably that. Chance of setting enemy fire with orb fire or burning weapon 10%. Okay, good things, good things. Let's check the warrior again. Triggers rage mode each time an enemy is killed. +2 per second. 2 health per second regeneration for 5 seconds. Right, let's do this. Hey Maki, welcome to the stream. I'm doing fine at it. Just defeated a boss fight. And I just defeated a boss in a boss fight. And I'm liking it. Yeah, indeed. Always not dying can be helpful. Well, most of the time, I think. I mean, let's not say always. You never know. How are you doing? By the way, I noticed earlier you reacted to like 20-30 of my old comments. I was surprised.
I know this place. The village is not far away to the right.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sure most people will love it. That is correct on everything you said. What I find annoying is I have many comments that I haven't replied to because they were pointless or spammy, you know, or that don't make any sense. But they still appear. There is no way to remove them from the notification of comments area. So I'm stuck with them unless I reply them when I don't want to reply to them. It's quite annoying. Looks like the village is under attack.
Fuck me, Vulcan, where were you? We were up to our necks in it. They're everywhere. We're holding this gate, but I think the others have been overrun.
Do you know where the captain is?
He headed for the center of the village. Sounded like it wasn't going well over there. You should go and help him.
Yeah, I don't know how it works exactly, but it can be annoying. I like them all. I like them all. I believe they did a really good job with the soundtracks.
Can I talk to you?
Yes?
Looks like the monsters actually attack our village. That's bad. Defense of the village too. Defend the west barricade, defend the east barricade. Okay. My guy is awesome. I mean, I'm awesome. I like how when you go to the map screen, the music lowers a bit. Defend the east barricade. I did the west, so this was the west. If this is the west, I assume I have to go there. Definitely don't. I really like this music. Uh-oh. What the frick is this?
The prince is on the move again, and he's not wasting any time.
The puppet he confronts. It is not like the others.
It's more likely to be the puppet master. He looks like a Deadwalker general. He's probably leading the assault on Valvanor.
All of this power he animates with, it belongs to me. It was stolen and twisted by your miserable magicians. It is time to take back what is mine by right.
If you're planning to take care of him like all the others, sounds good to me. Prince Arundel won't last long facing that kind of monster.
He's using more power than thou wilt allow me to deploy.
I can take care of myself, and here's my plan. I'm gonna come at him with everything I've got. Killing their general is gonna screw up our enemies big time. Let's go do it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see if we can manufacture any potions and stuff. Alright, let's get traps, because indeed they look like very good. Crossbow bolts? Yes, why not? couple of them. And health potions. Alright. Save. Quick save not authorized. Oh, it's actually further back. Okay. Ah, I'm an idiot. I thought I had another door to go through.
The prince is on the move. It's more like all of them. If you're planning to...
Come on.
I can take...
Stop talking. Alright. Why a cutscene?
I know not what thy father did to him, but he seems to want to take revenge personally.
I'm cool? Since when? Thank you. I don't think I'm cool. Ah, come on. Ah. This is annoying. Alright. I need to remember to save after I defeat these assholes. Alright. Let's gather all the materials, the loot. Okay. And let's manufacture all the potions we can. Welcome back, Pete. Have 4 traps. Okay. Create a crossbow bolt. And it's too bad you cannot get more tainted blood. So let's get more mana potions. Let's get... oh. Yeah, 4. Now let's approach the door without going through it. Save. Let's see if we can defeat this boss fight this time.
The prince is on. If you, I can.
Come on, move. Alright. Move, stand up, and fight. No, don't fight, run. Come on, don't get stuck there. Got him.
That was one tough death's head, but it won't command anyone now. Without their general, the Dead Walkers should leave us alone for a while. But they'll reorganize, so we can't stay here.
You're right, mercenary. Let's use the time to leave. It's now or never if we're going to get to Karalthas. My father and the armies of the Free Nations should be there. If we hurry, we may be able to participate in the mother of all battles and finally push back the Ice Lords.
If thou dost throw thyself into this battle, the only thing that thou wouldst find is thy death, and the only chance thou hast for saving this world will disappear with thee. Their armies will not win. He knows this, but that is not what motivates him. He is seeking his father's approval. He wants to buy the crown by delivering us to his king. He believes we are at his command. But he is mistaken. I only serve and live for the World Heart. Thy elven city is closer. I can feel it. Forget these suicidal battles. If thou join with them, thy so-called friends will end up turning against thee out of fear or envy.
Okay, quite a lot of things to do here.
Sybil would never raise a finger against me. She will back me to the end.
The scribe, who is as pretty as she is innocent. Art thou naive? The scribes manipulated thee in the temple and the swamp. But thou placest thy trust in their leader's daughter? Their leader, whose killer thou doth protect? Thou hast no more choice. Thou must hasten to the World Heart and purify it. It is thine only chance. Do combat there, and if thou art not slain, at least one of thy companions, if not all of them, will betray thee to try to control or study the power I bring thee.
Vulcan? Vulcan? You were far away. Is it the demon? He was talking to you, wasn't he?
Yes, it happens sometimes.
You have to make a decision soon. Will you join us in the battle at Karalthas?
I don't know yet.
I understand. It's been a long day. I'll let you think it over for a while. Let me know when you've made a decision.
Okay. I mean, I don't think... Let's see, what else do we have? We have no side quest, we have only this. Let's check, what else can you see here? The general, creature, martial, serves, master, battlefield, ice, giant, alright. Prince Arundel. Son of King, heir to the Elfin throne. Okay, so it's the one that who was in a coma. I think. No, it's not. No, he did. What? No treatment has been able to wake him from his coma. But I'm pretty sure he's standing right in front of me. Unless the person who is in coma is the king. Possibly. Okay, I'm a bit confused. No loot.
Arundel wants me to go with him to Carlthas. What do you think?
You should go with him. Carlthas is our only hope for now, and the prince seems like a good man. We would be safer there. Both the human and elven armies are gathered there, and I believe you may find some answers there also. The elven sages are some of the wisest people on Vertiel. If anyone can figure out what has happened to you, they can.
It's pretty obvious what happened to me. A demon has somehow gotten into my head, and now I gotta live with it.
And this does not worry you?
Yeah, it's starting to scare me.
I can imagine. These new powers come at a price, and I fear that you, Vulcan, your very self, may be the price that has to be paid. You must go to Carlthas so they can examine you. I believe you must find a way to control this thing, or even rid yourself of it before it's too late.
Don't disagree with you. Let's speak to the others. Oops. What the frick is going on with the movement? There's a weird lag.
What do you intend to do now? We can't stay here.
I have to talk things over with the other members of my order. But we planned on going to Caralthas. And I think that is still the best idea. Everything that is left of the human and elf armies is there. If we join forces, we should be strong enough to hold out against the Deadwalkers. The contract with your company only ends once there anyway, and I doubt your captain wants to break it. What's more, it might be an excellent opportunity to learn more about your guest. The Elven Sages are famous, and their library holds many reference books. And I suggest, until we should learn more, that you neither listen to it nor obey it. I think it's lying to you, manipulating you, and that it has other goals than just our survival.
I agree with that.
Do you think we should listen to Prince Arundel and go with him to Carlthas?
The great elven army and what is left of the human army in this part of Vertiel are now gathering at Carlthas. Separately, none of these troops stood a chance, but united... well, in any case, it's the only hope we have left. Reinforcements from the Freeborn Blades and Red Scribes will help, and so will you from what I've seen. And even if I don't approve of all the strategic choices made by my sovereign these last few years, I think he'll rise to the occasion now that he can no longer retreat. He knows the lands around Carlthas perfectly, so I'm sure he will bring the battle onto terrain that will favor us. And since you're curious to know more about what happened to you, my people's scholars are famous. They can surely help you.
You've got it all figured out.
I believe we can manage to hold the Deadwalker army back this time, though it's a bit early to start celebrating.
His clothes remind me of a Spaniard from... noble Spaniard from around 1500.
Do you think we ought to follow the prince to Carlthas?
If you want to get to the World Heart, we'll need to go by there. But the prince's company seems both unnecessary and dangerous. Believe me, I know his type all too well. Invested with a mission, he is soon overwhelmed by, probably named by some obscure prophecy. In the name of his family, or because of an idealized vision of his future duties as sovereign, he will give his all. In other words, all his imbecility. Chasing after glory and honor, unprepared and unprotected, he will only lead us to disaster.
Seeing the shit we're in, I don't think he's doing it just for the glory. He's got an interest in having everybody survive.
And in making it look like everyone has survived entirely due to his talents, and not those of a mercenary who can produce flames and defeat a general of the Deadwalkers. Do you really believe he wants you around just because he enjoys your company? Not to mention the increasing threat implied by our friends dressed all in red.
What do you suggest we do?
When we get to Carolthas, we better give them the slip and head to Blackfrost's domain.
Why should we go down there?
Because those lands are positioned quite close to the city of the elves, and like all the lands of the Ice Lords, it's a point of entry into the World Heart.
She sounds like she's trying to manipulate me too. Trying to basically does whatever the demon does, only for probably her own reasons. Yeah, well, normal Spaniards are definitely more sexy, but Spaniards from the 1500s, they had better, I think, not better, but they had different taste of clothing, of dressing. Yeah.
Prince Arundel is asking us to join up with his forces in Carolthas to fight the Dead Walker army. What do you think?
For years now, the Knight has fought in many battles and with many different armies. The generals, the kings, and the chiefs of those armies were usually ready to sacrifice the lives of their men with no remorse in order to win. If the mercenary goes to Carolthas, this prince will use him for his own purposes and sacrifice him if needs be. He cares for nothing beyond his own safety. And if he is faced with the Ice Lords, he would turn and flee, as did his brothers before him. The Knight is weary of his doubts and petty thoughts. He wishes to return to the attack and strike the Ice Lords at their very hearts. If he was in the mercenaries' place, he would listen to the demon and follow its plan. And he would like to know that he would not stand alone in this final battle.
Okay. I mean, I have already made up my mind. I'm just open for more info. That's why I keep talking to them. Alright. I'm gonna follow the... No, actually... Oh no, that's the captain.
We'll be able to break camp soon. Where's our next objective?
For now, we're going to stick with the Red Scribes. They haven't paid us yet, and they won't until we reach Carolthas. In any case, that's where we're headed. I sent Wolf on ahead of us a few weeks ago to see if he could find fresh volunteers for us, but I don't think there's much hope of that. This war is looking worse and worse for us. In 10 years fighting, the Deadwalkers haven't lost a single battle. I suppose we could hide for a while. But considering what's left of Bertiel, that would be like hiding in a pile of ashes. We have to come up with some alternatives. And for now, I can only think of one. The demon. For the moment, it's the only card we have left to play.
Thy captain is less stubborn than thee. Methinks I should perhaps have chosen him as a vessel.
That's not a good idea, Captain. As long as we still don't know what he is, and more importantly, what he wants, I wouldn't trust him.
Well, up until now, he's been useful. I think if he'd wanted to harm us, he would have already done it, huh? But it's you that has to live with him, so I guess it's up to you.
Yeah. I don't trust the demon. And I do believe if we can defeat them, we'll do it all together.
There you are, at last. So, have you made your decision?
I will fight with you at Carolthas. Your army may be our only chance of victory.
Idiot! Thou hast sentenced thyself to death. And now?
Now we will go with the others to Carolthas, to swell our ranks, combine our forces, and face the Deadwalker army on equal terms.
Equal terms? Because thou hast slain a vassal far from his master? Do not presume too much upon this body. Now draw close to the domain of one of these necromancers. Faced with his power, 1,000 soldiers more or less will make no difference. The power to slay this vermin lies within us. But it cannot be used from such a weak vessel, nor can it even be protected from those who covet it.
I am more and more powerful.
Yes, it's still not powerful enough. And this city is of no interest. The necromancer will lay waste to it with a wave of his hand. While he tarries, thou must make haste to reach his palace.
You said that I lack the power. I will not throw myself into the wolf's jaws.
When thou returnest to the World Heart, none will stand before us. Thou wouldst already possess the power to destroy this sorcerer and his like, if thou hadst but allowed the evolution of this useless body. Look upon thyself. Thou art duped.
Vulcan, have you seen something?
They use thee.
Doing good job trying to convince me that the demon is right. But I don't
Coming,
buy
Vulcan.
it.
Your captain will be wondering where we are.
Huh? Yes, of course. Let's go.
Ah, crap, more snow. Tired of snow.
There you are, sire. Right. Change of plan. Seeing how cold it is, it will come as no surprise to you to learn that the Deadwalkers have already been here. They're still close.
We must rejoin my father's army as swiftly as we may.
I think we already found them. Take a look around us.
There are survivors. Apparently they are camped not far from here. This soldier will lead us to them.
Prince Arundel, my lord, can it be you?
Soldier, what happened here? Is the king with you?
The Deadwalkers took us by surprise. The cold and the ice. We stood no chance. Almost all of the city has been invaded by the ice.
My father, where is the king?
I know not, Your Highness. But a few of us were able to escape. Lord Commander Valen has built a camp close by the city.
Valen is here. Take us to his camp.
By your leave. Follow me, my lord.
I don't know that old saying, Pete.
My prince, we had lost all hope of seeing you return safe. We have no word from Bastion.
Bastion is lost, Valen. We came into this war too late. The General of the Alliance gave his life that I should escape with Relmar.
The deserter. What business did he have at Bastion?
The deserter was fighting, while you and your wondrous army waited, warm and safe, sat upon their asses. I hope the result is pleasing to you, Valen.
Silence, both of you. Relmar saved my life, Valen. For now, you will consider him pardoned.
By your will, my lord. And I see that you are escorted by the Freeborn Blades.
In truth, they are escorting the Red Scribes, but their presence is our good fortune. They have already once put the Deadwalkers to rout in the marshes. This man slew one of their generals before my very eyes. I will tell you more of this later. Now I must speak with my father. Where is he?
No one knows, my prince. The king was still in the royal palace when the river Estelduin fell upon the city.
The river? What happened?
'Twas like a great wave that froze all that it touched. We had seen the approach of the Deadwalkers' vanguard 4 days before, and we had raised Carolthos' defenses in preparation. Not even the sight of 10 juggernauts would have feared us, but we never dreamt that an Ice Lord would come to lead the assault himself. He walked calmly to within an arrow's flight of the gates, never once speaking. And then, the river rose up from its bed to form a gigantic cloud that hung up over Carolthos. We understood our peril too late. Near all of our soldiers stood atop the ramparts or in the streets when the ice cloud fell. All were frozen where they stood. That was his signal to launch their assault, but we were already vanquished. We fought to cover our retreat.
We must find the king!
I know, my prince, but every entry to the city is guarded, and we cannot risk being discovered.
It is clear we will not travel 200 paces if we do not first slay the sentinels close to the encampment. Only then will we be able to attempt to enter the city and save your father.
I'll go find your king for you.
Vulcan, did you hear me ask for volunteers? Our mission is over. The Red Scribes have screwed up from start to end, but they're in the hands of the Elven army now.
Captain, since we're here, we may as well make ourselves useful, right? And we have to get inside those walls if we want to know what happened to Wolf and the other blades we left here.
Ah, Vulcan. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into.
That is why I shall go with him. I grew up in this city. We shall help one another.
My prince, you know well it is my duty to object to you taking such a risk.
And you also know that your objections will change nothing. No man here knows the palace better than I. If my father is within, I will find him.
By your word, sire. But I fear most what other things you may find. I can but put my trust in your newfound champion to watch over your highness.
Don't forget, you'll have to deal with those sentinels before you try anything else, Vulcan. Meanwhile, the lads will set up camp near the south gate.
Understood, Captain.
Man, they sure like to talk a lot in this game. Yeah, I don't know this anime. It doesn't remind me of anything. But again, I'm not someone who is heavily into anime. I've checked very few of them over the years. A handful. Okay, this looks... Let's take it for the extra defense. Requires force of impact tornado. So to get this we need okay, let's get this. Oh, finally found some which help with the magic regeneration and health. Right, learn this. Good. Trap damage plus 50%. Alright, do that. Okay. I like all the detail for every character. Alright. Chapter 1, The Dead City. Recapture the Karalthas watchtowers. Okay. Okay, so this is the camp at the steps. Baldwin. Wow, there's a Baldwin here. This family is everywhere.
Damn, it's freezing here. Aren't you cold?
I've spent many winters in libraries with no heating. After that, you hardly notice the cold. Which reminds me, do you know if the library in the city is still intact?
No idea. You looking for any book in particular?
Not a book, many books. The elves have the most advanced culture in the world. Their libraries contain works of inestimable value. We should find them. They could be useful to us.
I have other things I gotta do first. I have to accompany the prince, remember? But I will try to go with you so you can find your books later. Promise.
So I cannot take her with me.
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
See you later.
Looks like I'm stuck with the prince for now.
Mercenary, I owe you my life. I'll never forget that.
How did you get out of your coma in the village?
I don't know. All I know is that I opened my eyes and heard the sound of fighting. I just had the time to grab my weapon and get out into the village square. It looked like the General of the Deadwalkers was waiting for me. Sometimes, the sense of duty is more powerful than the pain of wounds.
Maybe the cure we made finally worked.
Relmar told me about that. Maybe you saved my life twice, not just once. Who knows? In any case, I owe you a lot. I won't forget it.
Is this from the same anime? Because it sounds a bit familiar.
Do you know Relmar well?
I knew him well. A long time ago, when we were young. He and I were milk brothers. We grew up together in my father's palace. But life goes on, and by the time we were adults, we were forced apart. Relmar defied my father's authority, and openly rebelled against his people. He betrayed us.
He had a good reason for it.
A good reason? What reason? Dragging us into a war with the Ice Lords without preparation?
The Dark Knight Rises. That's the one where it showed the story of Bane, right? With that prison, although in the end it wasn't Bane who escaped from that prison. Am I correct? Is that the movie? Because it's the only Batman movie of the recent ones I have seen, apart from the last year one. The 2022. That's the only other Batman movie I have seen of the modern ones.
His cause was just. He refused to watch the other peoples of Vertiel suffer and fall one after the other. If the elves had helped, maybe we wouldn't be here today.
We could talk about how just his cause is for days. How could we know what would have happened? Maybe we wouldn't be here today. He wanted to act fast. He was always impulsive. But that behavior led him to reject his king. And his best friend at the same time. He betrayed us, and his recent feats of arms can't change anything, even if it wounds my heart.
Why did the elves enter the war so late?
That decision cost us dearly. It isn't easy to watch the other peoples of Vertiel suffer and fall one after the other. But our king felt that we needed to gain time. We had information about the Deadwalkers that led us to be careful. Long before the war officially began, they were already crushing all of their opponents far to the north.
And you said nothing? You could have warned the other kingdoms.
We told them. We told them to avoid the fight, to flee and regroup. They didn't listen to us. So we preferred to stay neutral and not provoke the Ice Lords. They must have known they couldn't defeat us without losing a large part of their strength. So they saved the greatest prize for the last. We thought that our best trained troops could halt them. We underestimated them, and neglected to take into account the fact that each army they defeated made them stronger.
So they're like the Borg.
Are you from Carolthas?
Yes, I was born there. I spent most of my life there. Carolthas is one of the most ancient of our cities. I mean, it was. We knock things down so seldom that the city is built in layers. But I've unfortunately never visited the underground levels, and I'm unfamiliar with the passageways there. I suppose that's why you asked the question.
I'll be going now.
Just in time, Vulcan. I'm afraid I need your help again.
What happened to you now?
To me, nothing. It's about my people. Have you ever heard of the Stone of Souls?
No. Worth a lot?
No. I mean, yes. It's priceless, but it's not for sale.
I'm not sure I follow you.
I'll explain. Every elf possesses a Stone of Souls, which contains the memories and emotions from all the greatest moments of his life. These stones are passed from generation to generation. It's a way of preserving the memories of our people and of honoring our ancestors. With all of those who died at Carolthas, there are thousands of stones abandoned in the city. We cannot just leave them there. You are no doubt the one who will be traveling to our city the most. If you could bring back as many of them as possible, I'd be eternally grateful. Actually, all of my people will be in your debt. At least the ones who still live.
All right, I'll take care of it. Don't expect to see me dancing around with a wheelbarrow full of rocks.
That would in fact be an amusing sight, but I do get your meaning. Whenever you can, check the bodies of elves you come across and collect the stones. Even if we manage to save only a very few, we will at least preserve some of the memories of my people.
I'll see what I can do. Let's change the subject. I'll leave you here.
So definitely cannot take her with me.
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
Damn it.
See you later. Do you have a moment? I wanted to ask you a few things. What do you know about Carolthas?
It's a very ancient city. Far more ancient than it appears. The elves are master preservers of architecture. They shrink from destroying, preferring to construct new strata on top. You can find traces of Caralthas in works that are over 1,000 years old. Some buildings, like the Royal Palace, are of unequaled complexity. But the city also incorporates more primitive districts. And there must be underground areas as a result of all these piles.
What happened here?
As far as I understand it, the Elfin army was caught unaware by powerful magic that buried them under ice in an instant.
They didn't stand a chance.
And how could they? Such magic requires the presence of a very powerful sorcerer, someone on the order of an Ice Lord. They rarely take to the battlefield, but when they do, all hope is lost. Rumor here has it that it was the work of Blackfrost.
Who is this Blackfrost?
Don't tell me that you don't know the name.
Don't take me for an idiot. I know what he is, but that doesn't really help much, does it?
He's one of the Seven. He's known for his craftiness, his guile. He prefers using magic rather than his armies. In the past, he used to be more discreet. But for 2 years now, he's been leading the Deadwalkers' assaults, and is regularly seen in the front lines.
What changed?
I don't know. The Ice Lord's alliance is a delicate balance. It is possible that this is the result of an internal power struggle. He has certain abilities that make him fit for the role. Blackfrost is without a doubt very effective. Just look at the destruction around us.
Let's change the subject. Later.
A good day to you, mercenary.
That's it?
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
Can I have a look at your stock?
Alright, we need health potions. Will I sell them or recycle them? Let's sell them. Let's get 3 of them so to have something.
Mercenary.
How did you manage to make it through the battle?
Bit of luck, just like with everyone who survived. I pulled guard duty so many times in a row that I was sent on R&R. If you really want to know, I was in a steam room when the attack came, having a really hot bath. It was horrible. The deathly silence that fell on the city just like that, with just that awful cracking of ice. Anyway, I jumped into my uniform and ran like crazy until I found my commander. And now here I am. Nothing really heroic about it, I'm afraid.
What can you tell me about your commander?
I hardly know him. I wasn't in his unit. As far as I know, he wasn't that high up, but he's the highest ranking officer we have left. Anyway, I have to admit that he managed to bring us together, set up camp, and get a bit of cohesion going in us fugitives. That's not too bad.
Fugitives? That's a weird word to use.
How are things going in the camp?
Bah, we're short of everything and morale's not great. But we're together and alive. And most of us are really pissed off. In a way, you could say everything's fine. Even if I heard that the survivors from the human army were kicking up a bit of a fuss.
I'm leaving.
Who's this guy?
Good day, even if the expression isn't necessarily appropriate. Can I help you?
I have some questions I'd like to ask you. Can you tell me more about the battle?
Battle? I don't really think you could call it that. We got wiped off the field. A defeat they'll be singing about in 1,000 years, if there's still anyone left to sing. Just when our troops were getting ready to take the Deadwalkers' assault, that monster Blackfrost appeared at their head. And in a flash, the Estelduin left its banks and came down on the city, then froze most of our troops under these huge blocks of ice. Not many survived, and our city, well, you can see for yourself.
How did you manage to survive?
I guess that's the advantage of being a smith. The fireplaces protected me, and I had the time to escape before the undead showed up. Without my equipment, unfortunately.
Do you know the prince personally?
I've done business with His Highness, yes, but I wouldn't say I really know him. I was honored enough to forge the first suit of armor that the king gave him. But I guess you're not really interested in the past. I can tell you that he hasn't let up since the war started. Several times after he came back to Carlthus, I've repaired his equipment, and from what I've seen, he must have been in the thick of things. I suppose he's our ruler now, as his father, may his soul reach the duel, is dead.
Yeah, the prince does look alright. And not like what the demon said, or as that woman, the witch.
What can you tell me about the king?
What do you want to know? He was lost in the battle, unfortunately. He was a great king, wise and cautious. Maybe too much so if you can believe what's happening to us these days. I guess that despite everything, we should be grateful to him that we are the last to fall.
Where's the elven army?
Army? What army? Our forces were decimated by the ice, and more died after that, killed by the undead or by despair. As for those who are still here, their equipment is battered, and I can't do a thing. What can an army hope to do like that?
Do you know Relmar?
Do I know him? He's a legend for us. His repute has grown since this war began. But to be honest, it wasn't always this way. He robbed so many convoys and carts, every craftsman and merchant hated him, including me. But how can we keep hating him now? In the end, he was right.
Let's talk about something else. Show me what you have to sell.
Alas, not much. I'm missing so much equipment, but have a look. You might find something you like.
Alright, he has more powerful weapons. Potentially we can upgrade them. Don't know. And I cannot afford it. I don't know. This looks good. It's very expensive. Yeah, good stuff, but very expensive. Unless I sell some of those items, the very expensive ones, but no, not yet.
I have nothing to say to you, mercenary. You want to follow these gutless elves? That's your choice, not ours. Now leave us!
What? What's he talking about? No idea.
I wish I could go out on a recon, but the captain says I have to stay here.
He made it back.
Huh. If I knew how messed up everything was gonna be. You know what a pain in the ass it was hauling my cart here?
I bet. But we're lucky you followed us. We could do with a good smith.
Yeah, well, seeing what's left of the village, it's not like I had a choice. And with you around, business is better than ever. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Let me see what you've made this time.
Dragon Spear. That's a weird ass sword. Wow, this looks good. But this compared to mine. Attack speed, ability to endure up 9. 25, 20. So it's +1 health, +1 damage, and +5 health. 1,000 though. I like this. Chance of poisoning the enemy. Although I don't use crossbow much. Quite expensive bolts. I don't know. Thousand. Okay, how can I get 1,000? Can sell these. Hey Mackie, everything is going fine. We advanced further into the story and the game. Let's sell one of them. And yeah, it's fun. I like it. How about you? Also get the crossbow. 75% chance of poisoning sounds too good. I purchased this. Yeah, what game are you playing? I intended still to upgrade it. So what happened in life that progressed, that advanced? Oh, so you are quite literal. Okay. Yeah, that's what I've been doing the last 20 minutes or so. Yeah, it's good. I like how you say it. I like that. Okay, Nintendo still. It's not mundane. Oh, this looks good. Yes. No. In an RPG though. Well, as far as I know, they haven't made an RPG set in the Battlestar Galactica universe. That would be cool.
What is it, Vulcan?
I have to go. Edwin, I need to speak to you.
What can I do for you?
Thanks.
The Knight knows this region well. He came here once before while he was protecting a delegation from the Alliance on their way to visit with the King of the Elves. He would like to reconnoiter the area. He thinks he can find things that would be of great use to his friend.
You haven't seen the original or the remake?
If you think you can find something useful, go ahead. But remember, the position of the camp must stay secret, and try to come back in one piece. Hey, Buffalo. I see nobody's managed to kill you yet.
Not before I've seen you blown up by one of your toys.
Oh man, when you get the chance you should definitely watch the new one. You know, the 2004? Whatever it was. It's a fantastic show. Fantastic.
Have you had time to talk to the human soldiers?
Yes, but they didn't say much. I don't think they trust us, or the Red Scribes, or anyone for that matter. They were just as stupid as we were. They thought they were going to join up with a great army to be safe. As you can imagine, they're a little disappointed.
Do you think they'll stay?
I don't think they're in any mood to fight. Once they've seen to their wounded, they'll be out of here the first chance they get.
How's the company doing?
If you were to spend less time hanging around with your new friends, you'd know. It's not wine and roses. Already there weren't many of us, and now it looks like our only hope of success in this goddamn war is lying over there, colder than my granny's tomb. We can't last too long in this situation. The captain has to decide to make a move.
I reckon the Deadwalker army will find us before we have the chance to desert. What do you think happened here?
That we are no more than fucking insects to those bastard Ice Lords. Just one of them was able to wipe out this city with magic. We have no choice if we follow the rules. We have to find another way. Maybe your little flame problem could be a solution.
For now, we know nothing.
Tell you what, if you save our asses, I'll buy a round of drinks every day for the rest of my life.
I knew I needed some kind of motivation. I'm going.
Alright, what I want to do... It's something in my mind. This one. Tended still, too.
Hello, Vulcan.
Let me see what you've made this time.
See, tended gemstone, but not steel. Check the other shop.
Well, well, you again. Can I help you?
Show me what you have to sell.
Alas, not much. I'm missing so much equipment, but have a look. You might find something you like.
Damn it, not tended steel either. Alright, I guess let's go and do the mission. Let's go that way. Actually, you know what? It's late. Been streaming for 4 hours, even though the first hour and a half was without any video, just audio. Gonna stop here for tonight. Quite tired too. And to thank you all for watching. Yep. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? It was quite interesting, but thankfully Pete saved me